Mom Training Podcast with Diana Ballard.
Hey, it's Diana. I was scared to become a mom. I was self-employed, traveled around the world, and I was afraid I'd lose myself, my ambition, be restricted, and be a hot mess. I started interviewing hundreds of moms to figure out what skill sets and mindsets I needed to keep my future family a priority and have the time, energy, and resources to achieve my own goals and hobbies. Each week we discuss how to run a successful household and enjoy your roles as mom, spouse, housewife, and individual. Come learn how to create the life you want while having a family. I'm glad you're here. So to start off, I'm going to briefly tell you a little bit about my love story. The first time I saw my husband, whose name is James, there was something different about him. I dated a lot, but before even talking to this one, I knew I wanted to keep connected with this guy and see what happened. We became best friends and learned a lot together. I would write in my journal and talk to God about him all the time, about our interactions that we'd have over the 4.5 years that we knew each other. There were times of struggle and sadness about having to wait, but also joy and fun as we got to know each other really well. One statement I always remember receiving while interacting with God about James, and when I was a little impatient and searching for answers, a thought would come into my head. Something beautiful is coming. This statement brought me hope to keep working on being friends with him and letting the process unfold in the right timing instead of my own. So then recently I was sitting in my kitchen, bouncing on my exercise ball with my 4-month-old, and the statement came into my mind again. Something beautiful is coming. And I'm holding it right now. Little did I know what beauty was actually coming as I was willing to wait. In my mind, it was the relationship I have with my husband and the possibilities that would come with that. But as I looked around me, I realized it was so much more than I ever could have imagined. There in my arms was my sweet little smiley boy, my third child, in a small 600-foot apartment with toys to my left and right, children laughing in the background, and more joy in my chest than I could have ever imagined. Something beautiful was coming, and a piece of it is right here wiggling in my arms, looking up at me with pure adoration as his mother. Our minds can be trained in how we think, react, and do things. It's important for us to practice looking for the beauty and the blessings that are in our life right now. There will be hard times, there will be times that we forget, but as we make it a habit to look for the good and enjoy the beauty, our lives will feel, look, and be better. Especially as moms, we need to see the goodness around us because we work so dang hard to have what we have and to create the home that we work on every single day. So as you're listening to this podcast right now, I invite you to take a minute to reflect on what beauty you have in your life. And if you're struggling with feeling of lack in your life, try and switch it around to see the good things that you have been blessed with. People will never be perfect, but with an adjustment of our own view and mindset, we might be able to love a little deeper, be a little more patient, and like the life we are living right now. And it's also wonderful to have hope, to hold on to something beautiful is coming my way. Something beautiful is coming. So with Thanksgiving coming up this week, with all the hustle and the bustle, with the family, food, and festivities, I want you to pause for a minute and look for the same promise that I received years ago. What are the beautiful things that have come into your life? Each of us have our challenges and differences in our families. No matter what your circumstances are this holiday season, look through everything else to find the beauty within it all. And if you're celebrating this week, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving and truly feel the wonder that can come with the holidays as we love those around us and appreciate what we have. Thank you for being here each week. I'm grateful for you specifically for applying what we learn here and making your family and home a happier place. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next Tuesday on the Mom Training Podcast. Hit subscribe so you don't miss anything. You can hit me up on social media at Diana Ballard Live or on my website at dianaballard.com. See you next week.